Go ahead, Charlie.
Hi, friends. It's me, Charlie Berens.
And it's me, Myles. You betcha, guy.
Myles, it's my pleasure to be here with you today.
It's my pleasure to be here with you as well.
Thank you,
Charlie.
We had a nice date night last night, Myles and I, folks. We went over to Oxbow, which I thought was called Crossbow. So
the golf course that I'm at, they had what I like to call white people Italian night.
It was the whitest Italian night you could imagine.
So they had a special menu. Of course, one sheet,
a blue sleeve,
and
printer paper,
and of course they had to put the Italian flag at the top. And then on the TV, they just went to YouTube and played had to have been like an 8-hour loop of video footage of just walking through what appeared to be Rome, or some Italian city.
Yeah,
so Venice. It was a POV of walking through an Italian city of some sort.
It was just basically a lot of American tourists walking through the effective Times Square of Italy.
And then there was also Italian music in the background.
Yeah.
Like, if you think of like the most cliche Italian music that was playing the whole time.
Go to your Spotify and you click Italian music for honkies, and that's what is going to pop up. Can we say honkies? Is that appropriate? That's fine. No one's going to get upset about that. Italian music for honkies, the playlist.
And to add an extra layer to it, we were doing Bellied Up yesterday as well. And so we were not able to meet Anne and some friends when they were going to dinner. So Charlie and I showed up a little bit later, and Anne was already there. And Charlie and I got our own table together. So one, it looked like Anne and I were no longer together.
And it looked like Myles had left Anne for his new boyfriend.
So Charlie and
his hot new piece of ass.
Yes.
And that was me, folks. And we did have matching camo hats on. I was doing blaze orange. He was doing your standard issue duck camo. So it looks like we were matching, having a nice little romantic Italian dinner.
And then the best part is they were walking around with wine sampling.
Oh, there was a wine tasting. Oh my gosh.
And there was a guy in a Oxford shirt and a vest that came to our table with 3 bottles of wine and asked if we would like to hear his spiel. And of course, Charlie,
we were being
polite. Yeah, we said sure. And this guy spewed out more words that I don't understand than anyone I've ever met.
It was a tasting. Now, at a tasting, you're supposed to like suck it in the teeth or something.
Did you see me try and swirl it?
Yeah. I saw Myles on the first glass attempted to do some sort of tasting something, and then he just downed it. And then he just put his glass out immediately. The guy's not even done with the first wine explanation. Myles is just sitting there like shaking his glass for more. Puts that in the Chianti or however you say
just tap
that.
the top of the glass for more. So these are free, right?
Yeah. And Myles is just downing them before the explanation's even begun.
Yeah, down it before the explanation's done, so then he can go, oh, actually, I don't remember what it tastes like. Now that you say that, I'd like to try it again. Give me another, top me off.
Yeah. Yeah, it worked.
And so he went through 3 of them, and the whole time I was just avoiding eye contact with Charlie, because if I'd have locked eyes with you, I just would have started laughing.
Yeah.
Because this guy was so serious about wine. He couldn't have been talking to 2 guys who care less about wine.
I was trying to get my foot over to your leg under the table, but I couldn't reach. So there was something in the way, and I didn't want him to know what I was doing, but I wanted to put my foot up your skirt there while he was doing it.
And I think at one point he told us something about that they take the skin of the grapes out of the thing. Then they would like dry age it for 6 months and then put it back in.
Yeah, it was like a wine Res Bowl, you know.
Yeah,
they were just scraping the ends off.
And I at that point when he was telling me that, I was about to lose it, biting my lip. And Then I tried that wine and I was like, the other ones are better. So I don't think they need to be going through all of this work.
Yeah.
Seems like wasted time, you know.
Wine, wine is for some folks. And it's just not for me.
Yeah, I like wine. The snobbery around it is kind of insufferable at times.
Yeah. I don't even know if I really like wine. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's bad, but I'm never going out my way for it. I just feel like there's a bad hangover coming with wine.
Yeah.
That's how I judge alcohol at this point in my life, whatever the hangover is.
There you go.
I'm old.
You are old.
Yeah.
So all in all, though, it was good. Food was good. It was romantic. Anne did join us.
She did.
Eventually.
What I loved when we first walked up to Anne, she was hanging out with this other couple who had a baby, and the baby was just eating her dessert off of a crayon.
Like literally was using a crayon. Like that's no joke. Using a blue crayon as the spoon.
Yeah.
And they're like, please don't judge us. If you had been here a half hour ago and she was losing her mind,
I know.
we're happy that she's happy eating off of this crayon.
I think they said if you were here a half hour ago, it would have made sense. Yeah. And I was like, I really would love to have been in the place where her eating off a crayon made sense.
Kids eat crayons all the time.
That's true. That's true. I made sense on the face of it. But if there was a deeper story there, that would have been even better.
Yeah, that was great.
There's going to be some blue in the stool, I have a feeling. Blue diaper. I'll be a blue diaper. Okay, so we should get to the show, I think, Myles, before I keep singing.
So all in all, great.
It was a nice date. We got to do that more often, Myles. You got to take me out more often.
Mm-hmm.
You got to wine and dine before we get on this show.
You also got to put out, though, if we're going to keep doing that.
Hey.
Last night, I just dropped you off and I went home,
I touched your stick shift.
Yeah, the shifter in my truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you had a manual, maybe, it's automatic stuff. Well, it does it on its own. Then you don't need me. Okay.
All right, Charlie. Well, should we take some callers?
I think that'd be a good idea, Myles.
Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who are we talking to?
You're talking from Alex from Chicago.
Alex from Chicago. Are you a Bears fan, Alex?
Oh, I sure am. You asked my brother the same question a few weeks ago when he called about his engagement.
Oh, yeah.
Tell your brother we says hi, by the way.
Was he the one
Sounds good to me.
Was he the one that wants to live in Wisconsin, but he has to live in Illinois? Am I remembering that correctly?
No, he's the one who wasn't sure about when he should get engaged because of the whole fact that I just got engaged.
That's right. You're the twin.
I am the twin. You got me.
Dude,
okay, it's a family affair.
Did you know you were going to mess his freaking life up doing what you did?
Oh, it's all part of the plan when you're a twin, honestly. It's just a constant state of competition, and I just seem to be winning.
Yeah, so you guys going to do a 2-for-1 deal or no?
I didn't think that was a bad idea. I'm not going to lie. He wasn't lying when he said it was a really expensive wedding. So I was all about it. But as he said, the fiancés aren't on board with that one.
And we should quickly tell the audience what happened. His brother called up. They're twins. His brother was dating his fiancée for longer than you were dating your fiancée. And then you went ahead and you asked her to marry you before your brother got a chance to do it. And that made his fiancée a little upset. I think that's the recap. Yep. I recall. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, is that what you want to talk about today? Belly on up to the bar. Let's hear what's on your mind. We're not going to assume that you are calling up for the same thing your twin brother is. That would be inappropriate of us. We know better here.
No, and I'll try and make it as quick as I can because I'm a teacher. I'm on my lunch break and I don't have a ton of time. But essentially, I have a coworker who side hustles and makes a little bit of extra money as a dominatrix, which is an interesting kind of side field, I suppose, to be in education. And I don't know. I guess I'm just wondering a little bit about the profession and why somebody would get into that. And I don't know how to approach them about that and have a conversation. It seems a little awkward.
Why do you assume we would know about this?
Well, first of all, I do know about this. So,
okay, all right.
You called the right place. Now,
Well, unpacked. A teacher is moonlighting as a dominatrix.
And this is a male teacher or a female? Not that it matters.
Female teacher.
Male teacher.
Okay.
Dominatrix. Nice.
Female.
Oh, she's a female.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Man.
She's about 50 years old.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Get it, dude. And is she an independent contractor, or is she, does she have
She's part of a corporation.
Yeah,
I think she's independently hired.
Good for her. Good for her.
So how did you find this out?
He dialed the number, and guess who came over?
She kind of is along the lines, let's keep it secret around the office and everything, but she's kind of told everybody about it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, smart.
One of those, keep it secret, but I'm going to tell a lot of people about this secret.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, smart, though. She's just doing marketing.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know who could be a potential client.
So the dominatrix, for those of you who are not familiar, it's these folks who can be hired to, just kind of dominate you in the
What kind of dominating?
Well, it could be anything, like whips could be involved. There could be a little gag situation there. And look, I'm not into it. I'm going to tell you, I'm not personally into it, but I've read a few articles on Wikipedia about it.
So my only experience with this is the show Billions on Showtime.
Yeah.
One of the main characters is into it, so there's a lot of scenes with that. So
yeah, it's just these powerful fellas. Typically, historically speaking, powerful women too. I'm sure it works the same. But basically, they they dominate in their actual lives. So in their, bedroom behind the scenes lives, it is their kink to be dominated, and kind of told what to do and embarrassed and all that sort of stuff. I think you got the gist. Yeah, I'm actually not an expert at all. I just read an article at one point and was kind of fascinated by it. But
okay, so.
What's the problem?
Yeah. What's the problem?
I don't know how to approach her about the situation. I'm sure, I don't think I would do it myself. I'm just curious about the profession and what it entails. And I'm trying to come up with a way to approach to find out a little bit more about it, what she does, what the job entails. I mean, I guess I wouldn't ask about who her clients are, but it just seems like an interesting thing that maybe ask her how she got involved in it and things like that. I don't know the right way of approaching that.
So you could almost take a professional approach with this. So I know a lot of times that there are teacher workshops that schools will do where, you actually have the kids have a day off of school because teachers are in a workshop.
Yeah.
You guys could take a day and do a little dominatrix workshop.
A little professional development.
Yes.
Yeah.
And and you could pitch this to the principal that this is purely educational. And you guys are just trying to become better teachers by understanding the world better.
Yeah.
And then you guys can get paid to learn about it, and she can earn some more money on the side by getting paid by the school district to do this workshop.
That would not find its way on the right wing radio at all. That is pretty wild. God.
What do you think of that? You think that would fly?
It might be hard to get past the Board of Education.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I will. Another option. I would say I do like Myles. Another option is you could kind of write a note on her deal. Say, I'm gonna come pick me up at this bar. And then you get the first experience, the first person experience, the POV experience of what goes on. Are you into that, sir? Oh no, you've got
a ride along.
Sorry,
yeah, you could do
a ride along
or a shadow situation. You could shadow her on one of her trips.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're talking almost like student teaching again.
Yeah, you could student teach. You could
student teaching. Yeah. You're the TA. Get it, TA? Yeah.
Yeah, you could do some student teaching, and you just do all the stuff that she doesn't really like to do. You could untangle
the cleanup.
You could untangle the ropes.
He's a whip wrangler.
Yeah, he can oil up all the leather whips.
Yeah, there you go.
Maintain all that stuff.
You're the Robin to her Batman.
That might not be a bad side gig either.
No, not at all. Now, I have to ask you.
But do you think she'd be willing to split the money? That's
well,
Well,
no,
you wouldn't
not
split it. You just
Come
get
on.
a percentage of it.
You're a TA, fella.
Well, hold on. You're asking me to do the dirty work here. I got to clean up.
Yeah, that's how everyone starts. You want to get in the game, you don't get in on top, dude. You know, you're getting coffee and cleaning up something else that starts with a C. And what cream? So you know, whatever. You gotta get in the way.
She's like, hey, I need you to run to the candle store before this session. Don't forget the matches this time.
Write it off on my taxes.
There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah, don't think you can just come into this game at the top. Okay. You come in at the level you're coming in on. Now, I do have a question, though. Do you have interest in getting into this field yourself?
Oh, no. I know I don't personally have interest in it. I feel like it's a little too risky for me.
But let's say it weren't risky. Let's say there was no risk. Let's say nobody...
You figure how?
Huh?
How do you figure?
I mean, there's no risk. Let's say in a world where there's no risk, would you have any interest in doing this?
And, I don't think that's really up my alley. It makes me kind of think of Tippy Cow a little bit. It's a little bit more disgusting.
But you might be the prime candidate to be in the industry, considering that you're not into it, because it's kind of like you want someone to be king who doesn't want to be king. That means they're going to make the right decisions.
Exactly.
You won't get drunk on the power.
Yeah, and not getting high on your own supply, kind of the same thing there too, You gotta have someone who can be removed, who knows the game, knows how to execute, but treats this as a job, not as their own personal kink. What is your kink?
Oh, God. I don't know if I have one.
Oh, come on. Everyone's got one.
Hey, everyone's got one. You just haven't found it yet,
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, there we go. We'll put it that way.
What is it? You seem very curious about it, to say the least. What are some questions that go on in your head when you hear about it?
How does one even get involved in that in the first place?
Well, I think it's a word of mouth
And
thing.
how much money, damn it?
Oh, you're making money, dude. You're rolling in it. You're dealing with oftentimes the richest fellas in the game, Rich, a lot of money. Yeah. I mean, and look, it's not undue. There's a lot of time and effort that's gone into preparing it. You are an actor going on stage. You cannot break character. And you oftentimes will break whips, and those are expensive. So, yeah, it's expensive, but there's a lot of cost that goes into it. You're not just paying for the night; you're paying for the wealth of experience that these dominatrixes have. So,
oh, I see.
So, is there? And this is a question for you: is there like a ethical thing with being a teacher and doing this on the side, or they can't really do anything about it because it's outside of work? Like, is there a concern that there's like a job in jeopardy for doing this on the side, or no? I don't know how it works.
This will kind of be my final thought just because I have class in about 2 minutes. But yeah, I think that if you're caught under that could probably be a whole moral thing to go up against the board. And then I guess you're kind of facing a job jeopardy.
Well, it's really good that you aired this out on a podcast that many people will listen to.
Sure is.
To put this person's job in jeopardy.
No, we didn't say any names. We didn't say names. There's a ton of dominatrixes that are teachers and not OnlyFans. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. No one's going to know, right?
All right. Well, I'll be sure to let the principal know that this should become some professional development, and we'll see what we can't do about it.
Yeah, steer into the skid,
Gotcha. All right, fellas. Well, thanks so much. I got to go to teach a class now.
Tell your brother we says hi, all right?
I shall. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye now.
Now, did I wake up this morning, Charlie, thinking I was going to be talking about this on the podcast? No, but you never know what you're going to get.
Not
Bellied Up podcast like a box of chocolates.
It is. And sometimes there's a whip in that box of chocolates. Ball gag would have been a funnier thing to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was lying. I don't know anything about dominatrix.
Yeah, we could tell.
I've seen him on TV.
No, like literally the show Billions. It's like the first scene of the entire show.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
That might be actually my last interaction with the Dominatrix.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's some other thing. Oh, is that where? Maybe that is it. There was some other Succession. Is there a Dominatrix in that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's probably why I said only rich people do it, because I just saw Billion.
Yeah. Good guy.
Good
though.
guy. Yeah.
God, can you? I can't imagine the gossip going on in that teacher's lounge.
Oh yeah.
Just sipping on Diet Cokes, just gossiping about it. Can't imagine.
Man. Yeah, I don't even know if they if they go all the way. I just think that they just kind of humiliate them. Like, I don't even know if there's, P in the V.
Why don't you do some research, Charlie, and get back to us?
I don't want to do work, dude. I don't want to do work. You guys
I'm just
can
saying,
Google
next
it.
time you're hanging out by yourself,
Yeah.
just venture into that part of the internet instead,
Oh. Yeah. Nah.
Hey, don't skip that part. Let's take another caller. Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who do we got?
Hey, everybody, it's Natalie.
Natalie. What's up, Natalie? Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from Massachusetts.
The old Mass. Nice. Where in Mass?
Yep.
Boston?
Kind of, south of Boston, on the border of Massachusetts and Rhode Island. But my family's also in the Midwest, so that's how I know about you guys.
Okay. Sounds like a good family.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, why don't you belly up to the... Go ahead.
I was saying the Castries are all pretty good people. They are from Illinois, but a lot of them came from Wisconsin. So it's sort of, mixed bag.
Well, they got that Wisconsin in their blood. That nice cheese curded little white blood cells coming down, yellow blood cells. Well, white if it's mozzarella. So, anyways, belly up to the bar and tell us what's on your mind.
Have y'all ever played Dungeons and Dragons?
Ah, wow!
I have not.
D&D, Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
You know what? I've had friends play that. My brother played that. I remember growing up that and Magic the Gathering. I went to this, I was at this Catholic school, and they thought a lot of that was devil worship because they were a bunch of silly bastards back in the day. But I really enjoyed Magic the Gathering, but I never got into Dungeons and Dragons. What's your question about it?
Well, I was in the Midwest recently for Gen Con, which is one of the biggest tabletop RPG gaming conventions in the country over in Indianapolis. And while I was out that far in the Midwest, I thought, well, I'm going to go see the Hodag.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I took a little road trip afterwards to go visit our friend up in Rhinelander. And it got me just real excited. I do a lot with cryptids and other monsters on the show that I make. And I wondered what you guys, if you know a lot about your Midwest monsters and what you think a game where you had to go around exploring them might be like.
I really like that idea. That's really cool. So
you're asking us to build the world in the Midwest.
I'm saying, what do you know about local legends? I'm quizzing you.
Well, my first one goes, Paul Bunyan would be kind of a cool character in that, don't you think, Charlie?
I think absolutely. And Paul Bunyan, it's almost like an army of Paul Bunyans because there's so many Paul Bunyans. There's Paul Bunyan Brainerd, Paul Bunyan the Wisconsin Dells, Paul Bunyan up there in why can't I think of the name now? Why can't I think of the name? Right up there, northern Minnesota. Shoot. It just escaped me.
The what?
Bemidji. The Bemidji Paul Bunyan, he's got a like almost like a porno stash on him, like a nice little handlebar thing going. And then of course, Babe the Blue Ox.
Like clones of himself all over the Midwest.
What's that?
He's got like clones of himself all over.
Yeah, he's kind of cloned.
Yeah, it's everyone. There's like every city in the Midwest tries to claim that Paul Bunyan is from there. So we have like 15 Paul Bunyan statues, and everyone claiming that. Wisconsin claims Paul Bunyan, Minnesota does, probably even a little bit in Iowa, and it's all over the map.
And I like how every Paul Bunyan insists he's the real Paul Bunyan, you know, in this world. And then, I mean, you've got the Hodag over there in Rhinelander, as you already brought up, Myles. It's this big green monster. Because Wisconsin has a lot of these.
Everybody's best friend.
What's that?
He's everybody's best friend. He's such a nice guy.
Oh, seriously. And Wisconsin has a lot of these roadside animal attractions. And I'll list off a few before, Myles, I ask you something. But like in DeForest, we got Pinky the Elephant. Black River Falls, we've got the Orange Moose. You know, there are several cheese shops with big fiberglass cheeses, mice holding cheese. You know, there's a lot of that going on. There's the big walleye, the world's biggest walleye in Hayward. The world's biggest loon. I forget where that is. Anyways, so Myles, my question for you is like, does that stop in like Wisconsin, Minnesota? Does that come out here to North Dakota? You guys got a lot of roadside attractions. Like that?
We talked the other day about biggest buffaloes in Jamestown.
Oh yeah.
Yep. We got, let's see, Minnesota, there's a lot like loons and statues of loons and pelicans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I got a question about
the Loveland Frogmen.
Okay,
What'd you say?
Do you know about the Loveland Frogmen in Ohio?
I don't. Tell us about it.
They're basically humanoid frogs that carry around magic wands.
That's cool. What does the frog do with its magic wand? Does it ask to not?
Cast spells.
What's that?
I would assume they cast spells.
Yeah.
Cast spells, or do they use it for good? Do they say, "Please let me live through the winter"? Where do you think frogs?
Well, hold on, Charlie. I think that we should have Natalie give us a character in D&D. If you were to give us a character, what would it be?
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, Charlie, you do a lot of hunting, right, and fishing.
Yeah.
So it probably would make you a ranger if you like the great outdoors that much.
I could be a ranger.
Is there bird watching involved with that character?
There could be. That'd be a perception check.
Yeah. You get a perception check, Charlie.
That's cool. Could I ride a bird?
If you found one big enough, yeah.
Okay.
Done. You're a bird rider.
Yeah, that's what's up. Bird riding ranger?
I mean, there's birds out in the Midwest. I mean, there's the snipe. You can catch yourself a snipe and ride that.
Hell yeah. Save a horse. Ride a
snipe.
I like that. What would Myles be, you think?
For Myles, let's see. Well, I mean, there's always Bard, right? If you wanna go the entertainer route, what else?
A gigolo? Is that what you meant by there's always bars and go the entertainment route? I was confused by that.
No. Just, he's always giving you a hard time, and bards have spells they can cast which will do damage based on how cutting their remarks are.
Oh, a bard with a D.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, he could be a bard. I like that.
I mean, with his fitness training, that might put you in the realm of like fighter or barbarian.
Yeah, I like that.
Don't let him be a barbarian. Don't touch me, dude. Don't touch me. That's not cool. If
I get to wield a sword, I'd like to wield a sword.
Oh, you know what? I'm fine if he's a barbarian as long as like he's the evil guy and then me as the ranger. I gotta fight him and kill him.
You guys wouldn't want to team up together with you and the Hodag and go fight, actual evil people?
Well, we need a common enemy. Otherwise, we will become
Fibs.
each other's enemy. Oh yeah, we could go after
or we could
Fibs.
fight the LA hippies.
The LA hippies.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
The greenies. That could be a good time.
There's an Sasquatch from Illinois you could fight.
Yeah.
There's a Sasquatch.
I think we'd want to pair up with him, though.
I really like the idea of like blending those two things we were talking about, bringing in these roadside attractions and like, partnering up with them. That could be a great cartoon.
There you go.
Maybe a Midwest children's cartoon. But, one that adults would enjoy watching as well.
What is your character in D&D,
So I have a character who is an angel. She's sort of stuck on the earth and banished from heaven and hell. So she's sort of stuck there, helping people out and just trying to live a normal girl next door kind of life.
I like that. A banished angel. Why did the angel get banished?
She refused to take part in the war between, the devils and the other angels. So they sort of were like, well, you didn't fight, so we're going to put you over here.
Okay, so honestly, pretty Midwest of you to just sit on the fence.
Yeah.
I can see it on both sides. I get where you guys are coming from.
I just hope both sides are safe and have fun.
Yeah.
I'll just take it down. Right? Like if we all could just sit around the table and have a chat.
Yeah. I mean, that.
Yeah, that's true. You
belly
weren't
up
wrong.
to the bar and have a couple beers and chat about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we're sorry that, you got banished from heaven. You would think, though, that heaven would be a place where angels could not fight if they didn't want to. You would think once you've gotten to heaven,
Yeah, usually where you have is they're pretty accepting.
It's supposed to be an accepting place.
That corporate bureaucracy there, they'll get you on reality.
Yeah, that is true. Damn HR department in heaven.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. Well, we appreciate you calling in. That was I'm a barbarian.
I'm a ranger.
He's a ranger. We're gonna fight.
There you go.
The LA hippies, Charlie.
Yeah.
I like it.
You guys ever want to play? You let me know. I'll get you on my show. We'll have you as guest characters.
Oh, you got a show. Shout out your show.
Plug
Come
the
on.
show.
It's the Storyteller Squad, and we play games like D&D to tell stories for people to listen in on.
Hell yeah.
Where can they find you?
YouTube.
Oh, anywhere podcasts are, Spotify, Apple, Google, that sort of thing.
Hell yeah.
There's episodes with the Hodag in it, so if people want to hear my best impression of Charlie as the Hodag, they can check out episodes, I think it's 45.
Oh.
Wait, so tell me, you did an impression of Charlie?
When I was looking up voices to do the Hodag character, I was like, Wisconsin accent, and I found Charlie's stuff. That's what turned me on to y'all.
Oh, that's great. Can I hear it? Can we hear it here? Or do we have to go listen? Can you give us a taste?
Well, here, let's wrap it up with a little role play. You're going down the road, right? It's the middle of Wisconsin, big open sky as far as the eye can see. And down in the distance, you see this strange green spiky creature carrying a bag of groceries from the Quick Trip and wearing a little baseball cap on one of his horns. You pull up alongside and he says, well, hey there, folks. Where are you heading to? Your car looks like it could use a tune-up. You want to pull her over to the side of the road? I'm not busy. I'll help you.
Yup, I think you nailed it.
That's awesome. That's so good. I like that a lot. I like, D&D sounds like a lot of fun, honestly. I have been told I got to partake. I'm upset I haven't really partaken yet, but I would like to do that.
No, All right, guys. Well, I'll let you get back to other folks, but yeah, let's be in touch. I'll get you in a game.
Sounds real good.
Thanks
good.
For
Thank you.
To us.
We'll see you soon.
Take care, bro.
Bye-bye. Myles, what I like about this podcast so far is we got a theme going, and that theme is role-playing.
Yeah.
And folks...
Welcome to the role-play episode.
Yeah, whether you're a D&D enthusiast or a D&M enthusiast,
A BDSM.
BDSM enthusiast, it's okay here. You don't need to stop playing pretend just because you grew up. This is the land of
fantasy.
Yeah.
Well, fantasies,
folks. It's that time of year where we're doing these New Year's resolutions.
We're trying to be better people.
Trying to change.
Oh.
Ugh. You know what? Some things in life, I guess they can change, but some things gotta stay the same. Like Tippy Cow. Tippy Cow has been right here for the past year and a lot of change, maybe 2 years. Maybe
We're not sure when Tippy Cow started, but since it started,
Since
it
it
hasn't
started.
changed. Yeah.
Since they
Still
put
that great taste.
that sweet little nectar of a Wisconsin cow teat in a glass and blended it up with some rum. It's just been delicious in the stomach area. And Myles,
So the thing we're not going to change this year, Charlie, is tipping it on back with the old Tippy Cow.
Tippy Cow moo.
DraftKings Sportsbook is giving new customers an exclusive offer just for NBA fans. This week, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, score an NBA League Pass subscription on us for the rest of the season. Jared, what lines do we got this week?
So Milwaukee's -9.5 against San Antonio, and Denver is -3.5 against Golden State.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code BELLIEDUP. New customers can get $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting $5 plus score an NBA League Pass on us. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code BELLIEDUP. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY, just 467-369. Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-78-97777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. League Pass reward issued as promo code to redeem subscription and must be claimed by January 15th, 2024. See DraftKings.com/promos for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who we talking to?
This is Tyler.
Tyler, what's going on?
Not much. Just on my lunch break and saw the post, so I thought I'd give you guys a call.
Tyler, what are you eating?
PB&J and Doritos.
Fuck yeah. Or heck yeah.
What do you do? What do you do for a job?
PB&J is so good. Do you ever try grilling peanut butter and jelly?
Mm-hmm.
No, but I had the deep fried version. Can't go wrong with
That's good too.
type 6 diabetes.
Type 6.
Got to get it somehow, fella. All right. So,
Where do you work?
yeah, where do you work?
Where do I work? I can't be too specific.
Well,
I work
what
for
do you do? Yeah.
CIA. We got it.
I work in the transportation industry. Work with semis.
Okay.
So where are you at? What you hauling?
Where we deliver food all over the U.S.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Oh, it's that one food company that you see all the time.
Yeah,
the trucks.
Yeah.
Cinco or something.
Cisco.
Cisco.
Oh, it's not. No, we ain't that grody, so we're not that bad.
Oh, so you're in the upper scale side of Cisco. Okay, the whole Cisco.
Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from Wisconsin, Shawano, Wisconsin.
Shawano. Hey, that's a great spot over there. You ever get to the North Star Casino?
Oh, yeah. Well, we normally go down to Oneida Casino or Menominee. We have better luck than North Star, but a casino's a casino. But Vegas is where my heart's at.
Oh, there you go. What's your game?
Craps. That's my bread and butter right there.
Good for you.
That's your PB&J.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
I like playing little street craps myself if I'm bored. Got 5 dice on me. But anyways, this ain't about me, Tyler. This is about you. What brings you on the show today? Belly up to the bar. Tell us what's on your mind, fella.
Well, what's on my mind is, so we have a coworker that originally was just a troublemaker, horrible troublemaker, and then quit and said he was going to go make better money somewhere else. Good for you, bud. Go greener pastures. Yeah. Well, those greener pastures turned brown, red, horrible for him.
As they do.
Place to place. Then came back to us, and he's like, "Oh, hey," we're like, "Hey, how's it going? Just behave, do your job." And he's like, "Hey, you know how I can make good money?" And it's like, "Well, what scheme you got going on now?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna start a snowplow business, bud."
Oh,
it's like, you're in Wisconsin, bud. Everyone's got a snowplow business. You're not the first one. Well, no. I'm gonna do it under the table, And like, what do you guys think is a good price to charge for a driveway? Like, what would you pay to have someone plow your driveway? Oh,
you're asking us. I thought you were talking to him still.
Asking.
Yeah. No, you.
What I pay for?
I want to know what you think you would pay.
I gotta be honest with you, I've never paid to have my driveway done.
I don't know, like $85 maybe to do the whole driveway and
Oh my
sidewalk.
God, that's a ton of money. $85.
I will say that's a ton. I know you're in the Dakotas, but God, in Wisconsin, that's like bending over.
Well,
That's like
I don't know.
$25. The guy thinks he can get $150 a head for a driveway,
Well,
and it's like, bud, kid, nice kid, but it's like, geez, Louise, man.
well, here's the other thing: is I don't know. You know, I mean, I don't think, honestly, Myles, when you said 85, the more I'm thinking about it here, like if you are sort of trapped inside, you're maybe an older person, you got like one of them big old country driveways, that could be an $85 job, especially if you don't just have the plow on your deal, but then you're getting out and you're shoveling the walks by hand.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of walks. I mean, it's not a driveway to driveway basis. It's kind of a square footage of drive, you know? And so I think your buddy's got a little bit more. He's just any single driveway. It's just a flat rate of $150.
Well, that's what he's thinking he can do. Then he's thinking, well, you don't need insurance. I'm like, bud, have you ever done like a business or anything? I'm like, you kind of need insurance. What if you hit someone's car? Oh, I got buddies that will do side work for them.
Yeah, well,
This guy feels like a prime candidate for a pyramid scheme, gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Has he gotten you guys to try and sign up and then get 3 of your friends to sign up?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was involved in Cutco or Tupperware or something.
Whoa.
So the kid before last time he was here he was saying how he was going to quit all his jobs and make money by running in a diesel pickup truck, pulling up tractor pulls. I'm like, bud, you got a whole bunch of kids, a couple baby mamas. How are you going to, live with doing tractor pulls? Oh, my diesel's going to, bring bread and butter, bud. I'm like, what about insurance and all that fun stuff and house payments? Oh, no, you don't understand.
So he's a serial entrepreneur, and he's a serial procreator.
Okay, Charlie, here's what you do. You could see how money hungry he is. You should approach him with a business idea and just make it a pyramid scheme and see if you can get him on board with the pyramid scheme. And then once he does it, you go, hey, man, you just signed up for a pyramid scheme. We got to have an intervention.
And I like that, Myles, or this is actually the guy you want in your pyramid scheme. I mean, he's a crucial hub.
Yeah.
If you're the top dog of the pyramid and he's responsible, you make him think he's starting the pyramid scheme, but really it's you on top. He's bringing you a cut.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, why don't you
Nothing against the guy. He's a good guy, but it's just like, bud, you gotta wake up and smell the roses.
Well, or do you have to wake up and smell the roses?
You have an opportunity in front of you. You could start your own pyramid scheme right here, right now.
Yeah.
You already got one person to sign up, and then he gets 3 people to sign up, and those people get 3 people to sign up. Next thing you know, you're rolling in dough.
Yeah, this is like the guy you need. Like in the mafia, they have the guys that go out and do all the dirty work.
Yeah, that bang all the kneecaps in,
This is him. This guy is sitting there holding a baseball bat, just looking at you saying, put me in, coach. And all you have to do is devise the game, coach.
Yeah, it's the dominoes are all set up. All he's got to do is just push that first one.
Push it down the deal.
What do you think of that?
That's if he remembers how to do stuff. I don't know. The kid, nice kid, but I swear to God, he ate lead-based cream for breakfast instead of Frosted Flakes.
What did he put in his Frosted Flakes?
No, he ate lead-based paint. I swear to God, instead of eating Frosted Flakes for breakfast.
Yeah, again though, so he's got a little problem in the amygdala portion of the brain. That's why you are you and he is he. He does not have the inhibitions that stop most people, and so you should take advantage of that. This is America. Get with it.
Okay, let's play a little game here, Charlie.
Okay.
what he's clearly going to keep doing schemes. I don't think this guy's going to stop anytime
He's a
soon.
schemer.
He's a schemer.
I've seen Shining Time Station.
What would be a scheme that you would suggest to him that's maybe better than the ones he's coming up with?
I don't show up to work on time.
So
I don't know.
I think this is more about
an actual correct.
Yeah, go ahead.
An actual constructive one. An actual scheme that's not a scheme that actually do some good. I don't know.
Exactly.
That's a hard one.
Exactly. So at least he's the man in the arena here.
Yeah. I don't know. Some people, I swear, just have too much ambition and not enough. Like he's one of those people that start a million projects and then just tells you about them every day. And it's like, good for you, bud. Good for you. Did you finish that last one? Oh no, I ditched that one. Blah 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 blah. Why are you starting another one if you haven't finished the last thing?
Does this guy?
This one's gonna make me tons of money.
Yeah, I mean, he's an opportunist, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he's got delusions of grandeur. Does he not? Is he kind of always the top dog in every room in his mind?
Oh yeah, and he's got a. You know what? This one place I learned this good trick of the trade here. I learned that there, but didn't you only last there 2 months? That's beyond the point. That's not what it matters.
Yeah.
How tall is this guy?
Short for sure.
No, he's I'd say probably 6 foot.
Oh wow. Okay.
Dang, I wasn't.
Yeah,
I was
doesn't have
expecting-
little man stature or anything.
Huh.
So what's so wrong with letting him do his schemes? Is it just that you'd hate all the small talk about it, or what?
Oh, it's every day. Like if you, let's say you're what's his name on your other podcast, T-shirt guy. What's his name?
Ryan.
Ryan. Yeah, because I just watched that other one where he drug his kid's face on the sidewalk. I was listening to that the other morning. Don't ask me why I was listening to the older ones. Anyways, he came up to you every day. Hey, I got an idea for you. Let's make mini bouncy houses, but for corgis. And it's like, bud, what the hell are you talking about? Every day he talks to you about it, little mini bouncy houses for corgis. And it's like, no, bud. All right, cool. You do you. All right, best of luck.
So
and then,
I'm gonna be
like the same. It's the same topic over and over.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's like, hey, you do you, man.
I'm gonna be honest. This actually sounds like how I talk to Ryan. I'm starting to think that I might be this guy, Charlie.
I mean, I also will say a bounce house for corgis.
Sounds pretty cute.
I'm kind of on board with that.
Yeah.
That would crush on TikTok.
There is a market, I think, for that. You actually could sell those.
If you can just find the rubber that their little nails won't go through, or do they have to wear booties? They don't like wearing booties.
No,
I kind of like that idea.
You can find
honestly,
something.
dude. Partner with him on that idea.
That's a great idea. You just come up with that on the spot?
Yeah, just on the spot.
You need to be an entrepreneur.
That was your idea.
Yeah. He just came up with that just now. It's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
So are you taking investors right now?
No, not yet,
Well, you should
maybe
consider
down the line,
I
maybe this will be my pyramid scheme. Bounce house, a corgi bounce house. That will be it's not a pyramid scheme, if we actually deliver.
That is true.
Hey, and that's what you tell your fella too. It's not a pyramid scheme if we deliver. Actually, you don't need to. The less you tell him, the better. Cut him in on the action. Oh, yeah. He'll rake up some investors. Actually, forget cutting him in. Cut us in.
Yeah.
Why
are you trying to give away our equity here, Charlie?
We will invest in.
You get me into Fleet Farm with these bounce houses. You guys will triple fold and TikTok views. Let's say that
we're gonna get you in on this now. Are you good mechanically, or a bounce house for dogs in general?
It's just
corgis?
Vinyl, and then you start with the corgi market, right? And because there's kind of like a little cult following around corgis. I think
it's true.
And then you branch out to retrievers and labs and bulldog bouncy house.
Oh, bulldog bounce house.
That would be pretty good.
Here's my question though: do we make this for multiple dogs? Or is it just like a single dog?
I think you start with single, right?
Okay.
And then you can branch out.
The thing about dogs,
and it could look the bouncy house could look like a dog house.
Oh, that'd be cool. The thing I'm going to say, though, is dogs have teeth and they bite.
So do humans.
It's
So do
true.
little kids.
That's true. That's true.
I think that's a detail we can work out later, Charlie.
Okay. All right. Plus, you think there's so many different rubbers these days. And some of them have to be corgi tooth resistant, I would think. I would think that could happen.
Oh yeah, get it thick enough.
Yeah. I think that you need to start pitching your ideas to him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's got to happen. If you need to start annoying him with all of the ideas that you come up with, and then maybe he'll stop.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? That's a great tactic. Just mirror him.
Fight fire with fire.
Yeah, just be just pretend to be him to his face.
You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get invited to those like coworker after hours drinks. Hey, you want to come have a cocktail? Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't mind having cocktails, but I don't like drinking with coworkers. It's like, no, leave me alone.
They're not drinking with coworkers. It's a networking event, okay?
Networking event.
Networking events are the worst.
I hate networking.
I don't think anyone's ever actually networked at a network event. It's just everyone passing out business cards, and then they just go.
And you know what happens to those business cards? They pile. Yeah, they go in the garbage or they go in the back of your desk.
I don't know why anybody has business cards anymore. Yeah, I don't get it. But no, I can't. Yeah, that's the worst. I hate when people are trying to figure out what you do for a living. That was, yeah.
Anyways, I think that we got a pretty good business idea.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. You keep calling in with these killer business ideas.
Hey, we're not the Shark Tank. We're the Drunk Tank.
We're the Drunk Tank.
Yeah. Well,
actually, I always like the walleye tank.
Yeah, we can do whatever you want, Charlie.
And
okay,
I the Drunk Tank. We're the Drunk Tank. I had different ideas.
And for that reason, I'm in.
And for that reason, I'm also in. Keep calling. You know what?
Actually, encourage him to call into this podcast. I'd like to talk to this guy.
I would like to talk to him too. Are you at work right now?
I will. Yeah, I'm at work right now, and I have seen him walk in.
You walk around there. Does he know our show at all, or no?
No, he's one of those kids that does not.
How old is he?
Partake in podcasts. I think he's 25.
Okay. Let's talk to him.
Convince him to call in and tell him that we are a business podcast.
Yeah.
And that we are looking to invest in stuff.
Tell him we're like Shark Tank except drunker.
All right. I'll try doing a follow up.
Yeah, but you got to be casual about it, though.
Talking to him.
Just be like, oh yeah, I follow this like Midwest business investment podcast called Bellied Up, and they just go to bars.
Yeah,
and invest in
I'll do something a little. This is how I'll start it off. I'll greet him with this is for you, Myles. A good Ice Mountain. Quench his thirst a little bit right there.
Yep.
And then, I'll sit down and spit up. How's the plow going? Get those hydraulics fixed yet? Oh yeah. Well, I know two great guys. They started it off. No one heard of them. Bam, everyone loves them. They're in stores. You want your plow business to take off? You talk to these two champions.
Yeah, talk to these guys. They were actually just talking that they're looking to get in the snowplow industry and they're looking to invest, and then you'll be all for it.
I think, Myles, how cool would it be if your face and my face was on a plow?
Yeah, we could sponsor his plow.
Yeah, tell him we're looking to sponsor his plow. What's his name if he calls it?
Without getting in trouble, you can legally say, you got plowed by me. You can that'll be a saying. You got plowed by me.
Yeah, we're just plowing people across the Midwest.
Here to plow.
I'll let him say his name just in case. I don't want to offend him if he doesn't want his name being out there. Don't want to be that guy.
Okay, understand. Well, thanks for calling in today. This is great.
Yeah, we'll see you soon. Watch for deer.
Oh,
okay.
Oh yeah. Ask your parents. Tell them behave.
All right, we'll do, fella.
Real good.
Myles, if we were on a plow, this is what I would want the image to be. Look at me. Give me a high five. Now look at it. And it's, you just got plowed.
Your hands are warm.
I know, I was touching my mic. We don't need to put that in. That was an Eiffel Tower joke.
No, we can keep it in.
Okay.
We have to go both hands then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that guy seemed very upset at his coworker, and
I think it was more about that the coworker doesn't do his job very good.
I know we never got to the root.
Like, if
issue.
the guy was good at his job and had schemes, this wouldn't even have been a call. But because the guy's bad at his job and he's got schemes, I think that was what was really grinding his gears.
I get it. He was salty, and he should save that salt for when it snows.
All right, Charlie. Well, that's another good episode of the Bellied Up Podcast.
Yeah, we're all locked and loaded here, Myles. We are dialed in, guy, and it's just been a pleasure here.
Also, we forgot to say we're at Mick's office. Mick's office here in Moorhead, Minnesota.
Mick, I wonder if Mick knows that someone drew a little wiener and balls here.
I believe that is what the kids call a chode.
Chode. I wonder if these dots on the cheese curd area are supposed to be little hairs.
Yeah, it's
little stubble.
Stubble. A couple days stubble on those.
The old 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, on the testes.
On the
so that's what you're gonna get here at Mick's office.
Yeah.
You're gonna get beautiful artwork everywhere.
Yeah.
So, guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Bellied Up Podcast. As always, Charlie.
Hey, tip your bartender.
Love you guys. See you
Bye-bye.
next one.